English grammar class. The main agenda of this class is to help you to learn elementary functional grammar. Okay? So, in today's class, let us discuss about the sentence and kinds of sentences. Okay? Today's topic is the sentence and kinds of sentences. So, what is a sentence? What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. Okay? What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that make a complete sense is called a sentence. Okay children? Let us see few examples here. First one, milk gave calves. Second one, fly birds in the sky. Third one, well, very, writes she. Does these sentences make any sense? No, right? They do not make any sense. They are wrong, right? So now let us see the sentences that are towards your right side. First one, cows gave milk. Second one, birds fly in the air. Third one, she writes very well. Okay. So, when you see these sentences, they give us a complete sense, right? They are in the right order. Whereas, these sentences are not in the proper order, right? So, they do not make any sense. Whereas, the words that which we have written towards the right, they are written in the proper order and they gives us a complete sense. Okay? So, now, first one, milk gave cows. This is wrong because here the words are in jumbled form. They do not give us a correct sense. Whereas, see towards your right, cows gave milk. So, these here, the words are in the correct order. They are arranged in the correct order and this gives us a correct sense. Okay, so this is a complete statement or a sentence. Okay, next one. Fly birds in the air. This is wrong. Why this is wrong? Because here also in the same way the words are in jumbled form, right? And here birds fly in the air and here the words are arranged in the proper order so that it gives a correct sense. Okay? Next one. Well, very, writes she. This is also wrong. Why? Because here also the words are in the jumbled form. Whereas, see this sentence, she writes very well. Here the words are arranged in the proper order and it makes a complete sense. So did you understand now? So here, what is a sentence now? Sentence means the group of words should be arranged in the proper order so that it gives a correct meaning. It is called a sentence. Okay children? And next you have to follow some rules while writing the sentence. See, a sentence always begins with a capital letter. See here, C is a capital letter, B is a capital letter and S is a capital letter. Always a sentence should begin with the capital letter and it should end with the full stop. It should always end with the full stop. See few more examples which is on the board. See here, you may have a group of words that make sense but not complete sense. For example, at home, under the table, across the road, in the east, during the day. So what did you see here? Here it gives a sense, right? At home, it gives us a sense but not complete sense, right? And here, under the table, this gives us a meaning but not complete meaning. In the same way, across the road, in the east, during the day. So, such kind of words are called as phrases. They give meaning but not complete meaning. Okay, phrases gives us meaning but not complete meaning. See, a sentence has a verb in it. Okay, a sentence has a verb, whereas in phrases we do not have verbs. and they do not give us complete sense. Okay? Hope you all have understood what is a phrase, right? So what is a phrase? A phrase has a meaning but not a complete meaning. A phrase does not have a verb, whereas a sentence has a verb in it. Okay? Now let us discuss about kinds of sentences. Okay? Still now we have discussed about a sentence. Sentence means a group of words that gives a complete meaning is called as a sentence. Okay? Now let us discuss kinds of sentences. See, we have 4 kinds of sentences. First one is declarative or assertive sentence. First one is declarative or assertive sentence, and the second one is interrogative sentence, and the third one is imperative sentence, and the fourth one is exclamatory sentence. Okay children, first one is declarative or assertive, second one is interrogative, always ends with a question mark, imperative sentences ends with a full stop, and exclamatory sentences ends with an exclamatory mark. Okay? Now let us see what is a declarative sentence or an assertive sentence. See here, I have written some few examples here. The sun rises in the east. Okay? The sun rises in the east. And the second one, the boys made noise. In this sentence, what do we observe? Here, what is a declarative sentence? Declarative sentence means it declares something or states something. Okay? So such kind of sentences are called as declarative sentences or assertive sentences. Did you understand? What is a declarative sentence? That states or that declares something is called as a statement or a declarative sentence or an assertive sentence. It is also called as a statement. Okay? And always the declarative statements should begin with a capital letter and it should end with a full stop. Okay? Now let us discuss what is an interrogative sentence. What is an interrogative sentence? Here in these sentences, a sentence that asks a question. A sentence that asks a question is called as an interrogative sentence. What is an interrogative sentence? That asks a question is called as an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences should always end with the question mark. Okay children? Let us discuss few examples about interrogative sentences. Okay? First one is, why were you late yesterday? Second one, have you done your lesson? Third one, where did you come from? So such kind of sentences are called as interrogative sentences. Okay? So the words why, how, where, which, when, these are the question words and they all are used for asking the questions. Okay, let us discuss about imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? A sentence that expresses a command, a request or a strong desire. Okay, what is an imperative sentence? A command, a request or a strong desire that expresses a command, desire or a strong desire is called as an imperative sentence. Here imperative sentences also ends with a full stop. Okay children, let us see few examples here. Rahul, shut the door. This is a command. Okay. Next one. Please get some water. It is a request. Stand up. It is also an order. Okay children, now what is an imperative sentence? A sentence that expresses a command, a request or a desire is called as an imperative sentence. Okay. Now fourth one, it is an exclamatory sentence. What is an exclamatory sentence? Exclamatory sentences expresses our sudden feelings. Okay. So exclamatory sentences expresses sudden feelings and it always ends with an exclamatory mark. Okay, exclamatory sentence always ends with an exclamatory mark. Let us discuss few examples here. Let us discuss few examples here. See first one, how beautiful the rose is. How beautiful the rose is. Next, what a pleasant weather. What a pleasant weather. Next, ouch, my leg is paining. Hurrah, we won the match. Did you understand now? So, exclamatory sentences means that expresses our sudden feelings, and it should always ends with an exclamatory mark. Okay children? So, from the above, we have understood that we have 4 kinds of sentences. First one is declarative, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory sentences. Okay. So, declarative sentence or imperative sentences will always ends with a full stop. Okay. And next, interrogative sentences are used for asking the questions and they always ends with a question mark. Okay. And next, exclamatory sentence will express our strong feelings and they always ends with the exclamatory mark. Okay. So, till now we have discussed about sentence and kinds of sentences. Okay. Now let us discuss about subject and predicate. Okay. Let us discuss about subject and predicate. Every sentence has 2 parts. How many parts? 2 parts. One is subject and the other is predicate. Okay, every sentence is divided into 2 parts, that is subject and predicate. So what is the subject here? What is the subject in the given sentence? See, first example, Ashok is an intelligent boy. And next one, aeroplanes zoom. And next one, third one, the poor little girl sat in a corner. Okay, what is the subject here? See, Ashok is a subject. Okay, why Ashok is a subject? See, how can we say that Ashok is a subject? Because in a given statement, in a given sentence, when we speak about a person or a place or a thing or an animal, that comes under a subject. Okay, noun or a pronoun. Noun or a pronoun. Okay, when we speak about a person or a place or a thing or an animal, that comes under the subject. And the remaining part is called as predicate. And the remaining part is called as predicate. Okay. So what is predicate here? What is told about the subject? Okay. Here is an intelligent boy. What kind of boy is Ashok? He is an intelligent boy. Intelligent boy is telling something about Ashok. Okay. So that becomes a predicate. Okay children, in the same way second one, aeroplane zoom. What is the subject here? Aeroplanes, because we are talking about aeroplanes here. Next, zoom. Zoom tells us that about the aeroplanes. So this is called as predicates. Okay children, and next one, third one, the poor little girl sat in a corner. What is the subject here? The poor little girl is a subject. We are talking about the poor little girl. So it becomes a subject and the remaining part is called as predicate. Okay, this is called as predicate. Sat in a corner is telling something about the poor little girl. Okay, so this is all about subject and predicate. What is subject? In a given sentence, when we speak about a person or a place or a thing or an animal, that becomes a subject. In simple form, we can say that about when we discuss about a noun or a pronoun in a sentence, that becomes a subject. Okay, what is told about that subject becomes a predicate. Okay children, so till now we have discussed about a sentence, kinds of sentences, phrases and also the parts in a given sentence, that is about subject and predicate. Hope you all have understood. Thank you.